We are live across the United States. Okay, to say we're not having fun would absolutely a lie, and I'm not going to start this whole night out like that. This is an incredible group of people. And I want to welcome all of you right now. This is Solavei Social Live. It is Wednesday night in Dallas, Texas. Grapevine. We're at the Texas. Is it Texan? The Gaylord Texan. It's not good when you actually wake up in the morning. You have to make a phone call downstairs to the hotel reception saying, what city is this? I want to thank all of you across the United States that are watching this right now. We have tonight thousands upon thousands of you across the United States watching this, and I want to tell you how humbled I personally feel. I'm the founder and CEO of Solavei, and I am humbled tonight that you chose to spend the next few minutes with us here hearing about what is literally sweeping the United States. It's a social commerce revolution. It's Solavei. It's $49 a month, unlimited text, data, voice, 4G nationwide. More importantly, it's a company that our tagline says powered by relationships, and I don't think it can be better represented than what I'm seeing right now here in this room. And just to give you a quick example of what I mean, is last week I went out from being in our corporate offices doing these live Solavei socials to where we made a decision. I said, listen, I'd love to be able to go across the United States and be a part of some of the socials that are happening every single night in restaurants and coffee shops and in living rooms and hotels and community centers and churches. I'd love to be a part of some of them. And it was last week. I was on Thursday. I was in Phoenix, Arizona, doing this live with Tony Bowie and Thomas and the Bam Fam and that entire incredible group that's there in Phoenix, Arizona. And while we're going through it, I said next week I'm going to be on Tuesday. We're going to be in Tulsa, Oklahoma, which was last night. Amazing night. Ryan, Carolyn Lelf, leadership team that's there in Tulsa, packed the house. What an incredible time that we had together. And I said I'm going to be actually a keynote speaker at an event that's going to be filled with C-level executives and some of the luminaries from the top 100 companies within the social selling, the direct sales industry across the country. I'm going to be in Dallas, Texas, and I happened to say, why don't we just do a social that night? Well, Larry, maybe you want to just pull over here, Larry. He doesn't ever get to go. Larry doesn't ever get to go on screen. But Larry's sitting next to me, and if you could have felt his leg hit my leg, the bruise I still have because this was not planned. And when our members here in the Dallas area, which I now consider great friends, also to be a part of this tonight, we thought there was going to be 30 or 40 people, but as you can see behind me, it is a packed room, and we are going to have a lot of fun tonight over the next few minutes. And I want to tell you all, thank you so much for being a part of this tonight. It's not just us here tonight, but it's all of you across the country. All of our members who have made a decision and said, listen, I want to help be a part of extending a brand, and not only that, being a part of positively impacting millions of people's lives around the world. And tonight we have some of the very socials that are taking place across the United States that are live with us tonight as a great example of the many that are happening across the United States. So what I'd love to do is introduce you to some of these socials that we have right now happening in different parts of the country. Orvin Sivig, are you there up in New Jersey? Are you with us, Orvin? Orvin dropped off. We'll this is the beautiful part about technology, and I've learned you roll with it. Pedro, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Pedro, it is exciting to see what's happening. I keep hearing great stories of the things that's happening in Orlando, Florida, your leadership and how you're expanding Solavei all through that area. I actually look forward to being with all of you at the end of April. But Pedro, thank you so much for being a part. Why don't you tell me, where are you right now?
I'm in Orlando, Florida right now, and we joined Solavei by the mid of February, I would say. And we got 50-some plus members already on our network.
Speak up just a hair.
We we got about 54 members on our network within 1.5
Wow.
years. But not only that, we already built up a cyber center for Solavei. So as you can see, and we got all the logos and everything else. I don't know if you want me to kind of give you a turnaround so you can see.
Do a turnaround.
Yeah.
You can do a turnaround and do a turnaround the camera. Oh my God! Oh my goodness! That is awesome! Oh my goodness! I love it. He's got our comp plan on the wall. Oh my goodness, that is so great. Pedro, what an incredible leader you are. Pedro, why don't you introduce me to a couple of people that you have there with you right now?
I got some members. I got my upline right here. Peter, come over. He was the one that taught me about.
Hello, Ryan. I'm from Tampa.
Oh, good to see you again.
And I have also a center like this one, so we have two.
I love it. I love it.
So I got a guest right here that he wanted to know a little bit about Solavei. So when you have a chance, just give it a.
What is your name?
My name's Ezekiel.
Ezekiel. Now, is this your first time hearing about Solavei?
Yeah, Pedro invited me over.
Okay, Ezekiel. You probably shouldn't have told me that. Because I'm coming after you tonight. Ezekiel, it's good to meet you. And Pedro, thank you so much for your leadership and all that you guys are doing. Let's go over to New Mexico. Aaron Horvath, are you there? Is Aaron there?
He is. Come back in the front.
There we go.
Aaron,
Sorry, Ryan. I had to unmute it there. Yes, we're here in Las Cruces, right here in my living room.
That is great. Now, I got to tell you, no offense, but are you married?
I am.
And your wife actually signing earlier. I got to meet your wife. That is awesome. That is awesome. What is your wife's name?
Jana.
Tell her that we love her. If she has that in her living room, that is what you call a brand ambassador. Aaron, thank you so much for being a part of it. Who do you have there with you?
Thanks for having us, Ryan. We've got Brad Jenkins, who's just recently gotten started with Solavei.
Hey, Brad.
We have. How you doing?
Good.
Jamie O'Hara is the gentleman, my friend of 17 years, who introduced me to Solavei, and I'm glad he did. And we have Jeff Bostic, who's with us looking at Solavei for the.
That is great. Where's Brad? Brad?
Right here.
How are you?
Good. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you so much. Well, thank you all for being a part of this tonight. And I'd like to introduce is Ron. Is Ron? I need you up here. Laura and Jerry, can you get in the camera? Oh, you're probably going to have to get over here. They're hosting tonight here in Dallas, Texas, Grapevine area. And I got to tell you, just Ron, come up here. I want everybody to see. I want everybody to see your. There you are. There you are. Absolutely incredible people, and it is amazing how every day we see Texas. Texas literally is exploding right now for solar. There are people that are making it happen every day. And I want to thank you for hosting this tonight and being a part of it, and for bringing so many people out. What an incredible deal! And you know, and I have to do this because I'll feel wrong if I don't. Boom! Oh, yeah! Thank you guys. We're gonna have a lot of fun. And I know that we have a couple guests here tonight. We have Margaret, we have Justin, we have some great guests that are here with us tonight. And I think we now have New Jersey that has pumped in. Orvin Sibug, are you there? Is New Jersey there? Oh my goodness! How are you, Orvin?
We're doing great. We're doing great. We're pretty excited over here in Jersey City.
That is great. So, Orvin, where are you right
now? Beautiful Jersey City.
I love right now. Who are some of the people that you have this with you?
We have Carlo, right? We have Jamila.
How are you guys?
And Zishan.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
You know, I
You
expect,
know, I expect
the Harlem Shake.
the Harlem Shake.
That is great.
That is great. That is great.
I'm joking. Y'all really don't have
I'm
to
joking. Y'all really don't have
You know what? We're gonna have a
You
lot
know
of
what? We're gonna have a lot of
minutes, and again, I want to
minutes,
tell
and
you all
again, I want to tell you all
being a part of this tonight. You know, Solavei is about people. You know, our tagline is powered by relationships, and you know, one of the biggest part about who we are as a company is being social in everything that we do. Tonight, obviously, we're social across the United States. I'll talk more about that in a few minutes. And you know, one of the things that I talked about in my keynote here at this big conference is how Solavei right now has created one of the loudest brands across the social index, across social, across online, over 750 million impressions in online and social about Solavei just in the last few months. And you know, what I encourage all of you to tonight is to begin talking, even through tonight, through the course of this social, on Facebook, on Twitter, talking about Solavei, posting about Solavei. In fact, we're in day 3 of our Share Blitz, where you can go right from our Facebook page, the Solavei Facebook page, and take the video of the day and share it. One loud voice, very purposeful in everything that we do, sharing across the social graph where people are hearing and seeing and knowing who Solavei is. And it's our Solavei members across the United States are the ones who actually benefit for it. And here's what I'd like for all of you to do. And through the course of the night, we're going to be listening to a lot of the tweets that are happening through the night. So go to hashtag Solavei Socials. And what I would encourage you to do is tweet a message of what has Solavei done for you. For me personally, this is the most rewarding thing I have every day. We have hundreds upon hundreds of people that are emailing into share or socials Solavei at solavei.com. We have Facebook messages and posts that are happening, private messages that are happening of what Solavei is doing for our members across the United States. And you know, it's the greatest thing when you see that you're positively impacting people's lives because of what you do every day, and that's what's happening with our members. And so tonight, we're going to give away a couple shirts. We're going to give away my favorite, in fact. You know, I never thought I'd wear around T-shirts, but this is a T-shirt I love wearing around. Get in, get social, and get free. We'll also give one of the Solavei polo shirts away tonight. We'll do this randomly. Those who tweet into hashtag Solavei Socials, what has Solavei done for you? Tweet it in, and we'll be reading some of those tweets at the end of the broadcast tonight, and give away a couple of the shirts. And so, again, thank you for all of you being a part of this tonight. Let's go ahead and jump right in, and let's talk about what Solavei is and what Solavei is doing across the United States right now. First of all, just back on who I am, Ryan Wirch. I'm the founder and CEO of Solavei, and I think more than anything, I'm a husband. I'm a father of 4 incredible sons, and what I believe today is I have more friends than I could have ever dreamed, could have ever imagined, because of one day we are now in the dark. This is what you call. I love that. That means. I want to know who grabbed my back. Somebody grab my back. You know what? I've learned over the course of the last, I've been in the technology and telecommunications industry by way of introduction. I've been in the telecommunications and the technology industry now for, almost 20 years. And that's one thing I've learned to expect in technology, telecommunications, things happen, and you just roll with it. Because it's always improving, it's always advancing, and you always got to be aware, and you got to be ready for the surprise. And that was one of them. Just then. I've had 3 successful exits. My last company I took from an idea to what became a global leader in mobile data services and solutions. 10 years later, I created a company that was worth over $1 billion. Definitely was something that advantaged myself, our investors, but more importantly, it enabled me to see a lot of the things that telecommunications and technology can do around the world. And I found myself in the summer of 2011, I retired, and what was supposed to be a couple years of doing nothing except traveling and spending time with my family took about 2 months for me to talk to my wife and say, you know what, whatever I do next, I want to make sure it's on purpose in what I do. And here's what happened. This is one of the things I talked about today to many executives that filled the room here in Dallas, Texas. I said, you know what, we founded our company based on 5 primary values, and I talked about 2 that we talk about every day because it's an underpinning of everything we do. I said, number 1, whatever I do next, I want to do it with people I like, love, and trust. And you know, this is a great example of this tonight. I was more excited today about coming in this room and being a part of a few moments with our Solavei members that I consider to be friends, that I can now consider to be family, than I was going and speaking in front of all the executives and being able to talk about Solavei. This is where I wanted to be. The like, love, and trust. That's what life is about. Number 2, I said, whatever I do next, I wanted to positively impact millions of people's lives around the world for good. And you know, here we are as a company. We just launched a few months ago. We've now paid almost $7 million to our members across the United States in forms of 20 and 40 and 60 and 100, and many that are in this room that are making $1,000 a month just because one day they said yes to mobile service for $49 a month unlimited, which was probably less than what they are currently spending on their mobile phone bills. And you know, it was the fall of 2011 that I found myself in the very position that I had been in the 3 previous companies. Right at the beginning of those companies, where I was, I consider it to be the white space, a place where you can really analyze things that's happening around you. You're not filled daily with the noise of all the occupation and all the things you have going on. I was able to really analyze a lot of the global macroeconomic trends, a lot of the global trends that are taking place. And what I saw happening in the fall of 2011 is that there are 4 key trends that were driving a lot of behavior around the world. The first trend was the economy, and I think this is on the hearts and the minds of everyone across this country, really around the world, where we see the economy as being at the forefront of our thought pattern. You know, 50% of the United States making less than $45,000 a year. It's something when you turn on the TV, you open up a newspaper, you can't help but to see it. The second trend that I saw was that of social. And you know, today we are connected like never before in a social environment. You know, whether it's in Facebook and it's, you know, you make a post and you show a picture of one of your kids and all your friends get to see it, or you tweet a message and you let everyone know where you went to dinner and how good the dinner was, or that great shot that just happened during the NBA Finals if it was going on. We are living in a social world today. We're connected by social fabric. 5 years ago it wasn't there, but it's definitely something that we're all a part of today. The third trend I saw was that of mobile. You know, who would have thought that, you know, that many years ago that you would be so incredibly connected to this mobile device. I carry an iPhone 5 and love it. I can't even imagine not having my iPhone with me throughout the day. In fact, ask yourself the question, what is one of the very first things you do in the morning? Well, y'all actually don't have to tell me. I know. I always got to watch myself. You know, one of the first things that I do in the morning, is, you know, as I look at my mobile phone, I see what emails have I gotten, what texts have I gotten. One of the things I see is, you know, what's happening with Solavei across the United States. But this mobile device creates connectivity for me. 300 million mobile phone users in the United States today. 5 billion around the world. Average phone bill in the country is $71. 26 million iPhone users paying more than $100 a month. In fact, myself and my wife, really where we were in the fall of 2011, is as a family, we had my oldest son, my second oldest son, Barrett, who's 17 years old, actually turns 18 on Friday. Chantel and I, we paid collectively, the 3 of us, about $400 a month. You know what? $49 a month unlimited text, data, voice is so much better. The fourth trend I saw is the industry of social sharing. And what I mean by that is it's really the environment where people are connected in a natural sharing environment. And you know, you think about what some of the large companies are doing today, like Amazon or Groupon, where they're really relying upon affiliate marketing and referral marketing. In fact, one of my very good friends, who happens to be an investor, one of the advisors to the company, is one of the senior executives of Amazon, controls one of the large multi-billion-dollar divisions of Amazon globally. You know, he said, Ryan, we actually have more people that actually buy from all the affiliates connected to Amazon than we do just from Amazon, the primary site. And that's just a reality, just because there's so much connectivity in people that are tied out there today. You know, the industry of direct sales, you know, where you have companies like Avon and Visalis and just great companies that are out there today that are selling their products and their goods person to person. You know, $100 billion industry, but really more than anything to me is I really saw that there was a shift happening in an industry that every single one of us are part of today, and that's the industry of advertising. And what I mean by being a part of it is, from a child, the moment you open your eyes and you've got a TV that's on, or radio, or there happens to be a billboard, we're inundated every day. Thousands of impressions every day is happening to us, whether we know it or not, subconsciously, by advertisements that's out there. $140+ billion industry, and something that it's tradition, it's something we've all come to know and it's all come to expect. But here's what's interesting. It's an industry that today is not near as effective as it has been in the past. In fact, Nielsen, one of the largest research firms in the world, just came out with some research that said that 47% of people actually trust mass media advertising, such as radio, television, and print. And to me, what that really says, though, is 53% don't trust it, which means over $70 billion of that $140 billion is wasted. Think about the $4 million ads at the Super Bowl for 30 seconds. How much of that was wasted? How many of you really went out when you saw that 30-second, was great to watch, it was fun, that 30-second, $4 million ad, how many actually went out and bought something because of what you saw? I've asked this question now to over 20 people, friends of mine, and now that we've moved a little bit away from it, they don't even remember them. They don't even remember the ads. And not one person, not one, has gone out and bought something because they saw the ad. Now, at the same time, Nielsen had some great research that said 97% of people, though, trust when somebody refers them something, meaning a friend refers them to something of great value, great quality, something that they like, person to person. You think about your favorite restaurant, think maybe about the doctor you go to or where you get your hair cut. It's probably happened because somebody referred you to it that you trusted. Well, what happened is, in the fall of 2011, I saw these 4 trends converging, really to create the opportunity today that we call Solavei. And the vision I had for this company in October 2011, I'll never forget, it was like it was yesterday. I was in the living room of my home. I had just taken the last company to over $1 billion in value, and here I was, and on a flip chart, everything that we have created as a company that's really created a social commerce revolution that's now impacted what is now tens of thousands of people, over 150,000 people across this country, and growing by leaps and bounds every day, was put on paper that day, and the vision I had was, we're going to create a company that's going to positively impact people right where they are by allowing them to do right what they do every single day without having to change any of their primary behaviors. And here's what we did. We created the very first social commerce platform, and I feel very fortunate every day that I had some of the greatest minds, some of the smartest people in the largest multi-billion-dollar technology, telecommunications, and financial services company come together because of the vision of this company to create what has never been created before. And we created the very first social commerce platform to truly leverage the social graph. And when I say social graph, if you're part of Solavei, you know what that means. The social graph means it's all the social networks such as Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest and LinkedIn and Google+, all the myriad of social networks that's out there. It's called the social graph. We took the social commerce platform to leverage the social graph for the first time to create mutually beneficial person-to-person economic relationships around a mission of this: make commerce less expensive. The very things that you and I do every single day, our objective as a company is to make it cost less. Not marking stuff up, but driving price down and pushing the value to our members. And number 2, the second part of the mission is to also make it profitable. Taking the billions of dollars in advertising that the large brands pay to try to get consumers to their brands, we said, you know what, we're not doing that. We're going to take those billions of dollars and we're going to pay it to the greatest advertising voice known to man today, and that's people. For me, that's our members of Solavei. And I know what we're building today is a multi-billion-dollar brand, that the value of that brand is in the hands of our members across the United States and soon to be around the world. And our platform does this. We've created tremendous technology, great IP and patents around our technology to do really 4 things. Enable our members to pay less for goods and services. Number 2, goods and services our members are already using, already embracing every single day. It's already part of your monthly budget. It's already a part of your share of wallet, except our goal is to make it cost less than what you've been paying. Number 3, our members, enabling them to be engaged in a social community, a network, all tied together. Number 4, enable our members to earn income from doing the things that you do naturally. When you like something, something's of value, something's got quality, what do you do with your friends? You share it with them. Except here, you're the one that's going to get rewarded and get paid for sharing it when they embrace Solavei as well. And what we did is we started first with mobile. And I love this because there's 300 million people across the United States today that are carrying a mobile phone. Over 80% of them are paying more than $50 a month. Like I said a few moments ago, 26 million of them, iPhone users, are paying more than $100 a month. Yesterday when I was here in Dallas, Texas, going through the airport, gentleman that was one of the valets taking a gentleman in a wheelchair to his plane. I asked him the question as we were on the tram. I said, you know, do you carry a phone? Kind of an odd look on his face. You know, why is he asking me this? And I said, well, how much you paying? He said, well, I'm paying over $100 a month. And I said, who's your mobile operator? He told me, and I said, how would you like to get that for $49 a month unlimited? Text, data, voice, 4G nationwide, or better yet, free. He said to me, how can I do that? Well, I'm proud to say that that man last night watched last night's social, and I'm excited that he's now a member of Solavei because he found out about a company that is helping him save on what he's doing just today. And it's exciting to see what's happening with Solavei, and why we started with mobile is because it becomes very easy, very natural to be able to share something that you're already doing. And 2 of the reasons why we started with mobile is not just that it's 300 million people and everyone's got it, but it really does 2 things. 1, it creates an economic conduit between us and our members because you're already paying for it every day. Number 2, it creates a communication conduit that allows us to communicate directly to the top of your phone. And our objective is we're going to have millions upon millions of Solavei members, no different than what Costco did. Senegal and Brotman, the founders of Costco, who's also there in the Seattle area, that's where our headquarters are in Seattle, Washington, where they took millions of people, charged them a membership fee, but they used the leverage of those millions of members to drive price down for bulk items and then pass those savings along to the members. It's exactly what we're doing today. Except for us, we're also making it profitable, and because we have this communication conduit of mobile, we're able to then bring other goods and services to our members. And the only thing that our members had to do is say yes to $49 a month, unlimited text, data, voice, 4G nationwide, and be part of a company that is truly creating a social commerce revolution where collectively we together, this is why it's called a movement, because collectively together we're going to use the power and the force that we all have. I call it as one, but millions to one, to drive price down for the other things that you're using in your life. It'll be cable. It's going to be financial services. It's going to be insurance. We just announced a couple months ago Solavei Retail. And Solavei Retail, every day I'm right now surprised, well, actually I'm not surprised, to tell you the truth, of the partners that are becoming a part of Solavei. In June, we'll light up Solavei Retail. We've got so much more at our Orlando Revolution Regional that we're going to share with you. But you know, brands like Starbucks and Burger King and Safeway and Sam's and Walmart and Kohl's and just a myriad of other great goods and services brands that you're already going to every day. where those brands want to be a part of Solavei. Why do they want to be a part of it? Because they don't have to spend the advertising dollars out there, and it'd be somewhat shotgun. They don't know where it's landing. They know with Solavei, when they align with Solavei, and our members go in and they shop, the places you're getting your groceries, you're getting your gasoline today, they say, you know what, we would rather pass along those things because it's very targeted, where our members are going to be able to pay less for the things that you've been buying, and more importantly, you're also going to be able to earn income for those going and doing the same. And so this is just the beginning, and I'm excited to see where it's going. But that's why we started with mobile. Now, I encourage you, if you're seeing this for the very first time, like we have some individuals here in Dallas, Texas, that you get more information about it. But let me just tell you this: it's $49 a month, unlimited text, data, voice, 4G nationwide. We had some of the largest mobile operators in the United States vigorously competing to be the exclusive network behind Solavei. We ultimately chose T-Mobile's 4G nationwide network, and with this, if you look at what you're getting in data, what you're getting in text, what you're getting in voice, but more importantly, what we do that no one else does is because you're the voice of Solavei, and our members are the one who's expanded across the country. For every 3 people, which we call a trio, you're going to get paid $20 a month. That means that $49 phone bill is only $29 a month. And you're going to hear some stories in a little bit what's happening to some of our members across the country just because one day they said yes to Solavei and they said no to an AT&T and Verizon, to the high bills, to the lack of transparency, to the contracts, etc. What was that? But what we have done. Oh, let me say. We have these this manifesto on one of the walls in our office, and the 4th thing that's on there of 9 things that's on there, the 4th thing is we have fun in everything we do. I don't know if that was part of that, but we have fun in everything we do. And you know what we've done is we've made Solavei incredibly simple. We have combined social media, we've combined mobile, and we've combined social sharing to really we know it today. And here's what I'll tell you is what has just begun is going to be something that 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 years from now, you're going to look back on this night in April of 2013 and remember, no different than there was a day that Mark Zuckerberg pushed the enter button in his dorm room in Harvard. And now we know as a network that connects to over 1 billion people around the world. That's what's happening with Solavei today around the country and what will be around the world. And it's because we made it simple. We took this $49 a month unlimited text, data, voice, 4G nationwide, a primary service that you're already using every day. And it's probably, if you're watching this tonight, it's probably less than what you're currently paying. We then took the social graph and all those social media companies, social networks like Google Plus and Facebook and Pinterest and LinkedIn, etc. They're already out there. You're already connected to them. Some of you by 10, some of you by 100, some of you have thousands of friends connected in the social fabric. We built an incredible platform that sits between the two. And what I mean sitting between the two, it means taking a great offer, a great value, great quality, enabling you through our platform to easily, naturally, very simply share it through your social graph, through your social network, through your friends. And when your friends end up enrolling because they too want $49 a month, unlimited text, data, voice, 4G nationwide, you're the one that gets paid. Now, I'm going to stop for a second. I'm going to ask you a question. If tomorrow AT&T or Verizon put out an ad on television and said, for the next 30 days, anyone who comes onto Verizon or AT&T is going to get unlimited text, data, voice, 4G nationwide for $49. What do you think would happen? That's what this is. It's as simple as that. We have enabled our members across the United States to be the ones to actually do just that. Except when members enroll, it is our members are the ones who get rewarded and not the corporation. So what has happened? What has happened since we launched the company? Just about 6 months ago. It started with an idea. What started with a belief in what we knew could happen. has turned into reality. And in just the course of the last few months, we've now grown to well over 150,000. And I got to say this, all the people that came up to me, senior executives. In fact, a CEO just a few moments ago came up to me, very large company, does almost $1 billion in revenues, very well known if I mention their name. They said, you know what, of all the things that we heard today, what you're doing and how you're doing it is the thing that we took away as, oh my goodness, this is very, very disruptive. And it's because of what we're doing right now around the country. And over 150,000 people. And do you realize we've done that with not one billboard. We've not done that with one television commercial. We've not done that with one radio spot. We've done that through the voice of our members because they had pride, they had quality, they had value in their possession, and they shared it with those that were closest to them. And it's growing by leaps and bounds. And I'm gonna go really, really quickly through this part right here. Maybe using you as an example. There, I know with Orvin we have Carl and Abalua. We have Brad in New Mexico, and we have Margaret, Justin, and others here that are seeing this for the very first time. But let's use an example. Let's say today I take one of the social graphics that's directly in our platform. All I got to do is hit the share button, and it launches a simple little message up on my Facebook wall that says, share and earn unlimited text, data, voice, 4G nationwide, $49 or free. Well, let's say it's Margaret or Justin that says $49 for unlimited text, data, voice, 4G nationwide, free. I've never seen a Solavei retail store. I've never seen an ad on television. I've never seen a billboard up. And my response is going to be this: you're not going to. Because here's what I saw in the fall of 2011. I saw that year alone, over $12 billion was spent by the mobile operators across the United States, At&T, Verizon, and others, in advertising, sales, and marketing, trying to get their brand out there. They said, you know what, all they're doing is they're trying to get the 300 million subscribers that they've already got back and forth from each other. I said, you know what, there's a better way. Why don't we take those same billions of dollars and move it to the greatest voice, the place where you can actually have the most impact, and that's people and people's lives, and letting them be the one. That 30-second commercial that happened at the Super Bowl, yes, it was entertaining. We loved watching it, but as we talked about, how many of you really even bought something? How much could that $4 million for one 30-second ad have done to households across this country in the forms of an extra $100 or $250 for an entire month, or $500 or $1,000 because somebody said, you know what, I'm a better voice for that brand than something that went out in mass that no one was able even to gauge an ROI associated with it. And you know what we're able to do here is taking those dollars to where it's our members. And we talk about trios. Trios is every 3 people that somebody has enrolled in Solavei. We call it a trio. And you do that with 3 people, it's $20. 4 people or 6 people at 2 trios, it's $40. So think about a $49 phone bill. That right now is a part of your monthly budget. So when you're sitting there every single month and you're writing down your budget, how much money do I have? And you look at, maybe you're spending $80 or $100 a month right now, and you're able to say, you know what, now our line item is only $9 for that piece. What is that? Some extra groceries? What is that? Maybe part of a mortgage payment or a car payment. That's the way we look at it. That goes directly to our members. And so maybe you say, okay, I'm interested, but taking it a step further, we have created incredible technology. We have invested tens of millions of dollars, myself and investors, to create a technology that has never been done before. And the objective here was to make something so simple that our members was not having to deal with the complexity. You weren't having to be the ones that had to invest in it. You weren't having to be the ones that had to go out and actually create the technology and go get your Stanford MBA or your Harvard MBA or MIT MBA to do it. We said, you know what, let's create it and let's put it in the hands of our members across the United States. All around the behaviors that our members already have, that I personally have, and everyone that's working in the company have. And that's where we're connected in community. And in this case, my Solavei, the community, when you're enrolled with Solavei, you're able to see everything that's happening where our members are engaging and our members are in fact benefiting because of Solavei. I love seeing this daily, the things that's happening with our Solavei members. But not only that, we've created, I call it very addictive behavior, very addictive technology. And this is all around dashboard. It's around the network. And the example here is, Margaret is here. Well, by the way, for a second, what was your name again? Ashley. This is Ashley. Ashley's birthday. She chose tonight, so if you want to put it up on the screen here. So Ashley is her birthday, and she said, I want to be here rather than going out and partying, wherever the party was. Happy birthday. Thank you for being here. I know that, in this case, what we did is create very addictive behavior. And so here's an example. So let's say Margaret, who's right back here. So Margaret's seeing Solavei for the very, very first time tonight. Let's say, Margaret, you introduced Solavei to someone, a couple months ago. Let's say you got involved because you, for yourself, like this $49 a month unlimited text, data, voice, 4G nationwide. You shared it with a few friends. Since that time, that's what happens when you go to a restaurant for the first time. You share it with people, and you probably don't share it a lot after that. Maybe happenstance you do. Let's say it's the same thing here, and you just use your phone every day. Well, what happens here, which is so unique about Solavei, is now it's not just you, because when you share it with someone else, and those individuals through the network dashboard, you actually every day are able to see what they're doing. So when 3 people, 4 people, 10 people, however many the number is, are sharing with others and they're enrolling, and you're seeing your network, in fact, grow. What it grows here, very different than some game on your phone, you're actually seeing the economic benefit because of it. Another thing that's so great here, we've built a notification engine directly into the technology, again, to make it easy for you, where the natural promptings are there. And in this case, in fact, I get to see viewpoints of networks across the country and all the people that are coming in on daily, and I love seeing it throughout the day, all the people across the United States that are coming in and seeing notifications that are happening, and I absolutely love it because I see these notifications happening, and I see somebody actually clicking, and a little notification pops up. Let's say, Margaret, you introduced it to a friend of yours named Amy, and because she liked the $49, and one day you're at dinner, you're at lunch, and a little notification pops up in the middle of it that says, Amy just got free. Well, what does that mean? That means Amy just shared it. Maybe it took her a week, maybe it took her 2 months. But 9 people, 3 trios, started using Solavei as their mobile services provider. Well, now she's got free mobile service. Well, how do you feel as somebody who introduced that to 20 of your friends? It's now doesn't have that a part of their monthly budget. That doesn't have to look at how am I going to pay that part of my bill, but says it's now free. Well, you feel great about it. So all you've got to do here is click the send congrats button, and immediately launches the message into the Solavei community that says, Amy Carney, just got free mobile service for getting 3 trios. But it doesn't just launch it there. It launches it into Facebook. It launches into Twitter. And now here on Twitter and Facebook, you're seeing, Amy Carney just got free mobile service for getting 3 trios. Well, what does all the friends, the 10, the 50, the 100, the 1,000 friends you have connected to the social graph do and say, well, how in the world did you get free mobile service? And what's a trio? Then it's immediately easy to say, well, it's because of Solavei. And again, where we've made the technology simple, that we've made the technology easy, that all you've got to do is go into our outreach manager, the technology. You're able to list your friends' emails. You're able to click one of the 1, the 3, the 6-minute videos. In fact, we showed 2 of our videos here at this conference today, at the beginning before I got introduced to the stage and at the end, and I had so many people come and go, oh my goodness, those were amazing. Well, that's what our members were able to do, is just click share. And you know what, let the social commercials do the work for you. And then follow up and be able to connect with them saying, is that not incredible, $49 a month unlimited? Yeah. And also go directly into our social commerce platform and click share on Facebook, click share on Twitter, one of the myriad of social graphics that our marketing organization creates for you every single day. A full contact tracking system, and so many people, they'll put things out there, and I like to use the example of, my son went out fishing one day and he put bait on the hook, he threw the line out into the water and had the bobber there, and then he decided to go take a break for 30 minutes. The bait's gone, the hook bobber's been under, he never saw it. And that's what happens so many times. And you know what? Behaviorally, we knew that. We said, so you know what? Let's create a system that's able to track that. When somebody clicks one of those videos, when somebody actually clicks one of those graphics, when somebody signs into a guest book, that all you got to do is pick up the phone or talk to your friend and say, is that not incredible? Because you already know they watched it. You already know they saw it. And $49 is a whole lot better than 80 or 90 or 100, more importantly, an opportunity to get it free, an opportunity to be a part of a social commerce revolution and be a part of something that is changing history and distribution as we know it today. And when they click on that link, that special link, that happens to be the www.solavei.com/Margaret, Justin, Brad, Abalua, Carl, or the myriad of other people that are watching tonight, you across the country that are seeing this for the very first time, when somebody clicks on it, you're the one that's getting the benefit for it. And here's the way I'd like to say it. Imagine tonight that you tonight had 50. You were the owner. You were the one who had the interest in the 50 bricks and mortar retail locations across the United States for Verizon and At&T. Let's just say that. And you today were getting the benefit every time somebody went into one of those stores and actually applied and actually enrolled or subscribed to get mobile service that they're going to pay for every single month. Just imagine that. How would your life feel when you went to bed at night and you know all these stores are open up and everyone's going in every day and people are actually subscribing, they're actually enrolling, they're actually buying, and then once they do it once, they're paying for it every single day. How do you feel when you go to bed at night? That's what we've done at Solavei for you. The moment you enroll, which takes you less than 6 minutes, we create an entire presence for you that you are the retail store. Every time that something's going out on Facebook and Twitter and somebody's clicking on it, you're the one that's getting the credit for it because you are Solavei. And every day are the ones that's moving our brand throughout the market. And I love that song, by the way. I love that song. I feel like Tom Cruise right now coming in, the shirt hung down, skidding across old-time rock. For those of you who didn't hear that, that was old-time rock and roll. Somebody had, I guess, as a ringtone, and it just took me back to Risky Business, the great movie. Back makes me, I guess, old, because that was... Anyway, listen, let me real fast. I want to give a shout-out to Barbara Warren. Your tweeting is absolutely awesome that you have across Twitter every day about Solavei, and David selling for all the posts you have with Facebook. Thank you for being, such an incredible brand ambassador for Solavei every single day. And when people come into Solavei, you're going to get your arms, you're going to get our arms wrapped around you, because this isn't like you walking into AT&T or Verizon or even going in and engaging with a company like Amazon or any bricks and mortar brand. Our objective here is to make you a part of a relationship, make you a part of a community, because we together, this will be a company that will have tens of millions of people around the world, mark my words. And it's going to become be because of our members are part of a community of positively impacting people's lives and shifting where the waste of the billions of dollars are to people and changing the economic environment throughout this country and around the world. When you enroll into Solavei, you're going to be able to enroll by going online. And what's going to happen is if you do it online, you don't have somebody there with you. Within a couple days, you're going to get a welcome package. You're going to get your Solavei SIM card with all the information to get started. And just like I carry the iPhone 5 and was paying over $130 a month for my iPhone that I had before, all I had to do was put the Solavei SIM card, pop it out of this, and put it into my phone. And now I'm paying $49 a month. What I also love is, our members across the country. I would say the vast majority of them now have 10 packs and 20 packs where they're carrying the SIM card with them. And I love hearing the stories of our members. It's actually some really crazy places that I've actually seen where people are, in fact, using their Solavei SIM card, enrolling somebody, and activating somebody in Solavei because they happen to have a SIM card with them. But what I love about it is it's at that imprint, at that moment that person got activated and enrolled on the spot, you immediately had an opportunity to see that person's lives positively impacted, not just because of the value, because you just enable them to go beyond themselves and to be a one benefactor from doing what they do naturally when they share something that they like. But what I love is really what I consider almost to be the glue inside the company. Is we had a lot of the largest financial institutions in the United States competing to be the financial institution behind our company. We ultimately, Bank of America, every one of our members, when say you enroll, you're going to get your Solavei Bank of America Visa debit card, which has now been called, the Solavei Purple Pay Card. And the stories around this, the pictures, many of you I'm sure have already seen this, the pictures on Facebook, the posts where somebody's using their Solavei Purple Pay Card to pay for their dinner, to pay for their groceries, to pay for their gasoline, to pay for their mortgage payment. I love seeing one the other day, actually a couple the other day, individuals buying a new car and had their Solavei Purple Pay Card on the contract, and they said, this is what's paying my monthly car payment, is Solavei. Does your mobile phone do that for you? And this is what's happening, and how that's happening is every single month, this is where we're putting the earnings that you're making from your direct network directly on your Solavei Purple Pay Card. And Margaret, you may have gotten involved, you may have introduced it to a few friends, and all you do now is use your phone. But your network naturally grows to, let's say it's 60, 70, 80 people. We have many people in this room that have networks in the hundreds of people, some in the thousands of people, no different than how your Facebook has grown over the years. Who would have thought it? Let's say it's $120 or $150 that's being deposited directly in your Solavei Purple Pay Card, or you're using it to get cash out at ATMs, writing a check on it, or anywhere Visa's accepted. Well, this is where we wanted to take it even another step forward, is this, the other goods and services of your life that you spend already every day. It's part of your monthly budget. Solavei Retail, which will go live in the month of June, where you now go out to the very places you're getting your groceries, you're getting your gasoline, you're getting your other goods and services. Because of those partners, some of which I just mentioned earlier, are partners of Solavei, you're able to use this Solavei Purple Pay Card to where those things cost less. But more importantly now, because those brands will be paying a percentage of each dollar back to Solavei, of which 50 cents on every dollar we pay back to our members of Solavei through the compensation plan, you've actually seen a shift in distribution, all because of one day you said yes to Solavei. So the question is all of that all about Today Mobile Service? But frankly, it's so much more. How many people in 60 days do you think, if you shared it with Solavei, whether it's through Facebook, Twitter, whether it's through a personal relationship, talking to somebody at your office, or just sharing it with a family member when you're having dinner with them, that would want $49 a month? Most likely much better price than what they're currently paying now. 3 people, it's $20 a month you're going to get paid. 6 people, which we call 2 trios, it's now $40 a month. So that $49 phone bill is only $9 a month. 9 people, 3 trios, you now what we get to call free is what you've got. But here is where it gets exciting. It typically doesn't stop there. What was started several months ago without any commercial on television, without any radio spot, without any billboard, from a starting place last year to now over 150,000 people and growing by leaps and bounds every single day. This is what happens. Let's say that just 3 of those people happen to go get 3 trios. You're now making $90 a month. 6 of those friends get a trio. You're now making over $120 a month. And now's where it just continues to grow. But better than hearing it from me, talking about what could be and with you, let's talk about the people, because we have them by literally the tens of thousands across the United States. That these things that I just said are actually happening. So if you don't mind, let's, Aaron, I know you're there in your living room, and again, I'm so appreciative of your wife allowing you to have a Solavei in your house. It's going to be a very interesting house party we have. Aaron, tell us what's happened.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan. It was a good friend of mine, Jamie O'Hara, of 17 years. Shared
Jamie,
Solavei.
by the way, your post, Jamie, Aaron, just 1 second. Jamie, I just want to tell you thank you. I see posts of yours on Facebook, and I want to tell you thank you so much for being a part of Solavei and definitely introducing Aaron to Solavei. Aaron,
the Bam Fam group is on my team.
That is awesome.
No.
Great group of people.
Thank you, Ryan. So Jamie introduced me to Solavei, and I got started right away. It was I was paying Verizon over $200 a month, and needed to trim that cost down, and it was just a no-brainer for me. $49 a month, unlimited voice, text, and data. So I got started right away. I started sharing it right away, and just a matter of just about a month and a half, I was able to get my service for free. I had my service for free for over 4 months now, and continue to make extra money because I shared it with some folks who they took off with it, and it helped them. And so now I'm able to provide. It's enabled me to support a couple of things: Wounded Warrior Project, which is really important to me. Outings with my little brother from Big Brothers Big Sisters organization, and obviously paying some bills. So I'm really thankful for Solavei and for your vision, Ryan, and appreciate the social tonight. Thank you.
Aaron, thank you. Wow. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Aaron, thank you for being a part of this. Jamie, and all of you for coming together tonight to be part of this. Let's go over to Orlando. Pedro, are you still there? I can see you. Can't hear you right now, but go ahead. Pedro, tell us what's happened to you. Pedro, unmute yourself. I'm gonna put it up here on the screen. Thank you. Can just unmute yourself. Are you still muted, Pedro? You look good close up and live.
How about now?
I can hear you. Pedro, tell us what's happened to you.
Okay, I got introduced my cousin right here, Peter, back on about January, and I decided to join Solavei just about the mid of February. Right now we got 50 plus members in the network, and I'm knocking the door to be reaching the $1,000 club. So I'm very proud of it.
Thousandaire! Wow! I love it. Okay, so is that your wife?
Yes.
No offense, but she's better looking than you.
Oh, I know. And I got Ezekiel here. Good. It's gonna be probably one of the members tonight.
All right, listen. I look forward to meeting you, and I hope you are. April 26th and 27th, I'll talk about in a few moments. But I look so forward to being with all of you in Orlando, Florida, later this month. And for your leadership, Pedro, congratulations on all you guys are doing. You're lighting it up across Orlando, and I want to tell you how much we appreciate you. It's good to meet all of you tonight. Let's go to Orvin. Orvin up in New Jersey. Orvin, are you still there? I can see you. Orvin, how are you?
I'm still here, Ryan.
Tell us what's happened to you.
What's happened to me? Well, I've been with Solavei for about 6 months now, and I haven't paid a single cell phone bill for about 4 months.
Wow! Love it.
Been a thousandaire for 3 months.
Wait a second. Could you repeat that?
I've been a thousandaire for about 3 months now.
Oh my God!
But you know what, Ryan? The best feeling is helping a couple of my friends, my mother, become a thousandaire. That's the best feeling I have right now.
You know what? That you just right there is an exclamation mark. What I mentioned about taking the dollars that are out there, absolutely no one. For you to say that, I gotta tell you that is one of the things for me, my mother, my father-in-law, they on their own embrace this company. They have their own community. They have their own friends. And each of them now are thousandaires. And I know exactly the way you feel to know that your parents, because you just introduced something to them, and they could share it naturally themselves. You see their lives financially benefit. When you see that in your parents and in your friends, there is nothing like it. That is what it's about. Thank you so much. Ron Jones. Ron, come on up here. But if you don't mind, Laura, come on up here, Ron. Laura, come up here. Just real quickly, Laura, tell us what's happened to you. I know you've had a couple of socials, but it's just so amazing. You got so many people a part of your network, and every time I hear your story, I just love it. Tell us what's happened.
Well, it's even gotten better since then. So we joined Solavei right at the very foundation of it as founding members, and we introduced it to a few people who introduced it to a few people. I initially was interested because of the savings. I love saving money and getting social and helping other people, so it fit into what I wanted to do. But I became a thousandaire in 30 days. I
love this company. I love this company.
My husband.
Well, that was Jeremy, her husband.
My husband just became a thousandaire this month.
Jeremy did?
Yeah.
That is awesome.
My 14-year-old daughter's account, we have an account for her. She's 14, so of course she has a cell phone with unlimited data. Thank you very much for having that. But her account is going to be a thousandaire next month.
Oh my goodness.
And my mom, who is living on Social Security, we are going to double her income in June when she hits thousandaire in June.
Ron, come here. Tell us what's happening to you, because it is amazing to see what's happening, and I get the updates. Tell us what's happening to you.
Well, here in the Dallas area, I just thank God for what He's able to do for us. I come from a very spiritual background. I've been a musician since I was 6. By this gray hair that lets you know I've been doing it a long time. So I was
Are you a singer?
A little bit.
Like,
no.
What kind of, no?
I believe I can fly. Remember that? Anyway, I partnered with one of my friends that I had been working with throughout the years. We met probably about 16 years ago. And I have to tell you that he is one of the most dynamic leaders and builders that I've ever come across. So we teamed up with Solavei. He went out with the great idea, let's get a 4,000 square foot office because we need to do this big, and we have done it big. There are about 14 suites, and with him and Chantel and myself and the way we've been building, Solavei is actually, and I tweeted it earlier, it has allowed my wife's life to change because she's now been able to come home from corporate America. Wow. And I just love what you've done for this company.
Thank you. I love it. And I was actually just given a message that this is a very, very big event that we're at tonight. Actually, this is here, but there's the event that I'm supposed to be having dinner at. It's a huge awards gala that's going on right now, and I've just been given a note that I'm actually receiving an award tonight. And that's not. They're telling me to hurry. That's not supposed to happen because we just started this company. These companies have been around, many of them for decades. But it's not because of me. It's because of Solavei. Frankly, it is 100% because of our members, over 150,000 across this country, that have all come together and said, you know what, we're going to do things differently, and we're going to be proud of something. We're going to share it with everyone we know, and you know what, we're going to shake up not just industry, but industries because of what we're doing across the country. And so, you know, just real quickly, and I know, but bottom line, this is more important to me. So, you know, how do you get started? Number one, you get in. There's 3 things: get in, get social, and get free. Get in means enroll. If you're not a part of Solavei, get in. It's $49 a month. There's not a membership fee. You're not getting front loaded with some product. It's $49 a month. You're getting unlimited text, data, voice, 4G nationwide. You're actually getting great value. Number 2, once you enroll, get social. That's what we're doing right now. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be doing this again, except I'm going to be down in Houston, Texas with Kenneth Francis and an incredible packed house in Houston, Texas. Tomorrow night, going live across the United States. We're going to have an incredible time together. All of you who are enrolling tonight, all you got to do tomorrow night is say, listen, you've got to see this, and it's going to happen tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. Central Time, 4:30 p.m. Pacific, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Just tune in, socials.solavei.com, and let them see it. Get social. Go into Outreach Manager once you come in. Put your friends and your family's email addresses in there. Share one of the videos. Click share on Facebook and Twitter. Get social and get your first trio. Number 3, get free. And that means get 3 trios, 9 people. That means you're getting free mobile service, and watch what happens to your network. And we've just begun, guys. This is not something that's here. It's not about a week. It's not about a month. It's not about 3 months. It's about being a part of something that a year, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 years from now, you've been part of a movement, and you personally are going to be benefited because of it. You know, what we're doing is the first time that's ever been done before, a social commerce platform being put in the hands of people across this country. It is spreading like wildfire right now across the United States, soon to be around the world. I look forward to being tomorrow night in Houston, Texas, on Friday night in San Juan, Puerto Rico. We are going to have an incredible time doing social from there. I mentioned earlier about Orlando, Florida. I'm going to be in Orlando, Florida with the executive team, as well as with some of our top members from across the United States. We did the first Revolution Regional here in Dallas, Texas, several weeks ago. It was incredible. Packed house. We're going to pack the place out in Orlando, Florida. We got some incredible announcements. April 26th and 27th, get there. We're going to have an incredible time together. The Solavei store is going to be open. Solavei swag. You're going to be able to get some of the newest clothing and things that you can have to brand yourself. And when somebody asks you, I was wearing yesterday a Solavei, one of the Solavei shirts. Somebody said, "What is Solavei?" Oh, that is a great question to ask because I've got an answer for you. Wear the Solavei swag. Again, socials tomorrow night. You can come right back and see it at 6:30 p.m. Central Time, 4:30 p.m. Pacific. As well, we'll do the replay at the 6:30 p.m. Pacific Time as well for those of you who are on the coast. I want to thank all of you for being a part of this tonight. We're marching to 1 million members, but that is even itself only beginning because there's 300 million mobile phone users in this country, over 240 million of them paying more than $50 a month, which means probably every person you meet every single day is ready for Solavei. Thank you all for being a part of this tonight. All of you who took part of this in live and all of you across the United States, thank you so much for being a part of this tonight. I want to right now give out the couple of these shirts that we talked about for some of the tweets that came in tonight. Let me just read them. And again, this is what has Solavei done for you. I know you heard some of this tonight. AJ said, Solavei has boosted my confidence when talking to others and helped me to sell out the mission of helping others. Sell out to the mission of helping others. John M. said, Solavei has reconnected me with some old friends from 20+ years ago. I love Powered by Relationships. John R. says, Solavei has given me the best birthday ever, 30 this month. Thomas said, Solavei helped me cancel all of my primary bills, utilities, car payment, mortgage, groceries for a total of $4,300 per month. Oh my gosh, awesome. Ron says, Solavei means to me that I can positively impact the lives of others. Solavei is that vision. Jacqueline, who said, switching my family to Solavei has now saved us $2,000 a year. It's a win-win. And the winners of these shirts tonight, congratulations to both of you. Ken Jefferson said, I took an early retirement years ago, but due to the economic circumstances, I needed additional income. Solavei has become my answer. And then Byron Ingram said, switching to Solavei has now saved me $1,800 a year, and now I have a nationwide business. Byron. Great tweet. This is Byron. That's the first time. That is awesome. What were you doing tweeting while I was talking? Guys, thank you so much for being a part of this and being a part of Solavei. For those of you who are seeing this for the first time tonight, I look so forward to being able to say, welcome to Solavei. God bless everyone. Have a great night. Have a great remainder of the week. I'll see you tomorrow night at the live Solavei Social.